Okay, so for this next problem, we are going to solve the exact same problem as I showed you on the video before, but we are just going to use it doing a different strategy. And this one is going to be starting at one addend, and an addend is just another word for the numbers that you're adding. For example, 275 and 168. Those are our addends. So start at 1, jump to a friendly number, then you jump by a friendly number, and then you just add on the rest. So let me show you how we would do that. So I chose to start at 275 because it's a bigger number, and 168 is less to have to jump by. So the first step we would have to do when we're thinking about the strategy is let's think about what is the closest friendly number to 275. Or in other words, if that number was rounded to the nearest 100, then what would that number be? Well, 275 is pretty close to 300. So I'm going to add in a space for 300, and I think it would be about right there. So how many did I have to jump to get to 275 to 300? Well, one way we can know that is we can count up by tens. So we could do 275, 285, 295, so that's 20. And then there would just be 5 more, so 25. So let's show. So we jumped by 25. To get from 275 to 300. So our next step is now we jump by a friendly number. And I think a pretty good friendly number to jump by is 100. Because 300, and if you jump another 100, that's 400. So let's try that. Oops. So 300, and if we jump another 100, that's 400. And I think that would be more like way over here. I have an open number line, so it's not going to be exactly precise, but this is just important to show you how we would be jumping on the number line. So now we jumped 100. So plus 100. I'll add in a plus so we remember we were adding 25. Now it's kind of important to keep track of how much we've jumped by so far. So far we've jumped by 25, then 100. So altogether we've jumped 125. But we still have a ways to go to get to 160. So let's think about how we can add the rest. So why don't we just start with another jump by 20? Because I think 20 is a pretty easy number to jump by, because that's just adding 10 twice. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump by 20 to see where I end up. So 400 plus 20, we would end up at 420. Oops. Here, I'll just put that to the side for now. So I'll move it over here. And we would jump by 20 to get to 420. So let's see. So now we've jumped a total of, let's see, 125, 135, 145. So I think we could still jump another 20. Let's try it out. Now starting at 420, let's jump another 20. So now 420, and if we jump another 20, that's 440. Let's see how close we are now. So we jumped 25 plus 100, that's 125, plus 20, that's 145, plus another 20, that's 165. So now how many more do we have left to go to get from 165 to 168? Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now we just need to do another jump of 3. So that's just going to be a little baby jump, but still important. So now we can make our final jump, and let's see where we end up. So we added 3. Let's make sure I show add 20 on this one. And let's see where we end up. So 440 plus 3, that's 443. Let's make it to the right order. So there you go. So first you see how we jumped to a friendly number, 300. Then we jumped by a friendly number, which was 100, to get to 400. And then we just needed to add the rest that we had not already added yet. And that made it much easier for us to solve this problem. So we ended up at 443. So that's another way we could have known that 275 plus 168 is 443. Now on the next slide, I'm going to give you another 3-digit addition problem, and you are going to try and solve it using this exact strategy.